Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. What's up? It's Tarot Tuesday Tarot. Let's pull some mother trucking cards. Hey, it is Tuesday, 8:45 p.m. And I just want to ask you, honestly, girl, am I hexed? Is there a curse against me? For real. Do you think there might be? Because I did not record this morning because my throat, sinuses, and ears were completely wrecked. They started getting wrecked yesterday. And then last night I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe that I'm friggin' getting sick like this. And really miserable, totally miserable. And then it occurred to me that my miserableness started pretty much soon after I opened up a new carpet, a new rug that I bought for my bedroom. And I'm thinking I'm having a chemical reaction to the bullshit because I was pretty much fine all day now. And I got to, and now that I'm in my bedroom again with this new rug, I'm getting fucked up again. So, my gosh. But anyways, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I totally make a big deal about coming back. I Facebook, Instagram, story the hell out of it. And then I'm already going to quit because the earth is trying to kill me again. I don't really think the earth is trying to kill me again. But I am wondering, what the fuck? Am I not supposed to come back and finish the podcast? Am I not supposed to be productive? Because when I wasn't being productive, I'm fine. I start getting motivated and, want to carry on. Anyways, am I hexed? I don't know. Or is it just the chemical-laden new rug that I'm sensitive to? Well, either way, we're going to do today a spread for transformation. Because I think I'm in another pivotal point in my life where things could change or they could not change, or I don't know. Once again, the waters got stirred again, and I'm feeling some big decisions come on. I'm feeling some new challenges surfacing, and whatever. I think, are we always in a constant state of transformation? Probably. But I think sometimes more than others, we're encouraged to be more in that state of transformation. So speaking of bees, the herb of the week is bee balm. We hung out with bee balm yesterday. It encouraged us to be vibrant, and I was like, okay, great. And then I fucking get wrecked. Oh yeah, how vibrant is this? My vocal cords want to shut down again. So I'm only ever so slightly discouraged because it's okay. I'm used to being discouraged, so I know how to roll with the punches. But yeah, I might want to sleep outside tonight. What else did Bee Balm encourage us to do? Show up to our life, show up and live it to the fullest. I don't know, just whenever we do that, we ignite that in other people. And adding good energy into the community. Yeah, we got this big old bee vibe going on with Bee Balm, and working together as a group, as a collective, as a community, as a little hive, as a little bee box. What else? I don't know. Be creative, confident, just be who you are. And so in a lot of ways, I am questioning myself in my current state. Who am I? Who do I want to be? Just when I think I know who and what that is, I get another ego challenge here and there to, you know what it boils down to? Understanding that we are more than who our egos think that we are, who our physical bodies think that we are, who our personalities think that we are, and understanding that we're like aspects of God and sparks of fucking light. So I'm being challenged personally. Absolutely. Oh my God. Like more than I am comfortable being challenged, because I'm dating, hanging, loving someone younger than me. Like I didn't even know that age was a factor in my life at all, because like I am just really young, and I'm young feeling. Everyone thinks, well, anyways, I didn't even know that I was as old as I am until I started, like, you know, it being on the table of topics, you know, and like, it's just so ridiculous how nosy people are, you know what I mean? Like, how old are you? Did you get your COVID vaccine? Like, listen, neither one of those is any of your business. Like, really. But yeah, like it just is interesting in my life, and it's like, oh my God. So here's another thing. I always said I would never, ever, ever color my hair, and since like I've hung out with you, I did. I decided to, and I did because I wanted to. But I just was like, right before this, I was looking at my photos, finding this spread for transformation, which I'm going to tell you all about here as soon as I'm done talking about my fucking self. And there was a picture of me with my streak of silver. And I thought, oh my God, did I betray myself by putting on some dark chocolate? That's what my hair color is called. Dark chocolate. Like, did I buy this hair color because I like the color, or was I hungry? Be honest, Sadie. Anyways, I don't know if I did or not, but I really am constantly being challenged and reminding myself, could you please be authentic to who the fuck you are? You know, like anytime like I catch myself like feeling like I have to be anything different, or wear something that like I normally wouldn't wear, or not wear something that I would wear because now I'm afraid to look too fucking old. I don't know. It seems a little stressful. Is it worth it? Yes. Oh my God. Yes. But there are some days where I'm like, whoa, this is more than I thought. Okay. All right. So listen, let's talk about Jessica Sink. Jessica_Sink, SYNK, on Instagram posted this friggin' fabulous spread called A Spread for Transformation. And I'm just going to read straight off of her Instagram post, and then I'll tell you what the 5-card spread is all about. I know my voice only wants to pull one card, but my heart, oh my God, needs 3 cards, because I feel like I'm teetering on that 3 of fucking swords all the time. Like, I'm afraid of getting my heart broke now that I found somebody that I really, 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 really enjoy. And if I could just make one wish, one impossible wish, I wish he never would have told me his age, because I didn't think he was younger than me really so much. And yeah, I just wonder like how much happier I could be if my ego wasn't constantly trying to harass me that I am a freaking cougar. Okay, here we go. A spread for transformation. Jessica Sink says, I want to share with you a little spread I made to navigate my own transformation. Yeah, apparently this is the voice I've chosen for Jessica. Sometimes we can be so in the thick of pulling out our weeds. Yeah, I fell in love with her when she said that. Yeah, we can be so in the thick of pulling out our weeds. We can lose sight of our goals or ourselves. Pulling cards for me is the way I ground myself back into my body and into my surroundings. Treat this spread as a compass for when you're in those dark moments and want some guidance on navigating back to yourself. Or even if you feel like you're almost there, but you need a helping hand to get over that final hurdle. take note of any reverse cards, because this is where you might be blocking yourself from moving forward. And then Jessica also says, I also invite you to pull an extra card, either from your tarot or another oracle deck, for an extra nudge of for a nudge of extra wisdom. Either way, let's pull an extra card. I'm down. And then she says, please share your spreads with me. I love to see them. So Jessica_Sink, a spread for transformation. This affirmation minute is brought to you by our herb of the week, Bee Balm, and I collectively offer them all to you. Thank you. I am vibrant. I show up and live my life to the fullest. My spark ignites the light in others. I add good energy into my community. I passionately attract what I desire by being who I am. I am creative and confident. I am vibrant. I show up and live my life to the fullest. My spark ignites the light in others. I add good energy into my community. I passionately attract what I desire by being who I am. I am creative and confident. And so it is. All right, so I didn't even tell you what the 5 questions were. Grab your decks, get them shuffled. I am shuffling mine like, oh, let's do this. Here is the 5 cards, the 5 questions that we'll be pulling. So there's 3 on the top and 2 on the bottom. The first card's in the middle on the top. And then to the left is number 2. To the right is number 3, and then the bottom left is 4 and right is 5. So be sure to look on Jessica Sink's page to look at it, or Herb Oracle, because I will also have a picture of her spread. And I will be sure to put this on my tarot spread layout, of course. That's why I had it. I was hoarding it to put on that Instagram page that I started, Tarot Spread Layout, that's doing so freaking good. I wish that many people liked me. Figures. I started an Instagram page, has nothing to do with me, and people are like, we love this. All right, don't worry, I'm not being extra sensitive because I'm gonna get my period or anything like that. Okay, here's the question. Number one is a card that we are going to pull together, because you have your decks now. If not, push freaking pause and go grab a fucking deck. Number 1 is represents my transformation. So I am pulling from the Herb Crafters Tarot. I've been monogamous and committed to this deck. We're just sticking with this deck. This is my deck for hoe. I do have other decks that I hang out with when I'm not hoeing around. Okay, the irony of that statement is ridiculous. Number 2 is what this looks like day to day. These questions are very interesting. Like, I think that's what got my attention too with this spread. Like, I was like, oh my God, what card would come up for that, you know? Number 3 is what this could look like in the future. All right, so recap. The first card is going to represent our transformation. Maybe give us a clue about what segment or area in our life is being transformed presently. What this looks like day to day, we'll probably get the Death card, and and what could this look like in the future? So maybe the transformation right now, I ain't being rude, but it's just ugly. Maybe the transformation right now is ugly, but what could it look like in the future? Or maybe it's okay right now, but it's going to get worse. I don't know. They're tarot cards. We don't know what to expect, but this deck is usually pretty sweet. Just side note, I got a cardamom seed deck called like Gypsy Witch or something, and it is not sweet. It just wants you to die. So whatever you're in the mood for. Number 4 is what I need to work through. That's always fun. Probably going to get our ass handed to us with that card. And number 5 will be missing piece of the puzzle that I am not aware of. So these 4 cards, thank you, Jessica Sink, they really pulled me in, like, because they made me curious. And I think that's probably after you've pulled cards for yourself for so long, you've been there, read that, been there, pulled that. But it's like, whoa, if you can come across a spread that makes you curious, I like that. All right, here we go. I don't want to drag this out too long because I don't know if my throat can hold up with this fucking sinus drip. Sorry for all the F words, but this new rug is just bringing it out of me. By the way, it's like, I don't even know what it looks like, but it's kind of like Native American, kind of like, it kind of looks like a animal skin, but it's not. Kind of looks like snake skin, but I don't know. It's really weird. I'm going to make a vlog for my YouTube at some point, and it'll be in that. Okay. Connect with me, Sadie Marie Cherico. Jessica says, okay, the first card. Jessica, thank you so much. I really love this. The only thing I could criticize about this spread is that it's kind of hard. I have to keep enlarging it on my phone so I can read it. But that's just me being old. See what I mean? Old is on the table for me. Like, I just feel like my inner crone is a little disappointed with me. Like, every time I think about it, it makes me cry. Like, oh my God, like, I'm embarrassing my inner crone, who is a very confident, sensual woman, you know? And it's like, when I have these moments of being insecure, it disgusts me. Makes me tear up a little bit. All right, so represents my transformation. I literally have a card coming up in my hand, 100%. It's a reversed calendula, which is a 3 of fire. Now, remember what Jessica Sink said, pay attention to the reverse cards, right? Take note of any reverse cards because this is where you might be blocking yourself from moving forward. The question is, what represents my transformation? Right away, my deck is telling me that I'm being resistant, I'm blocking, like that's why I'm getting messed up on maybe physical and emotional levels. I'm feeling so needy. It's just weird. Clingy, yet I don't know if I should protect myself. It's just this weird thing going on with me. So let's see what this reverse calendula, 3 of fire. All right, so the 3s are all about flourishing, abundance, and harmony. That's interesting because tomorrow, and I'll see if I can show up to do that power up. And one of the things that we're powering up this week is harmony. I hope I can do it. If not, I'll see you next month. But so something maybe is not flowing with the flourishing, the harmony, the abundance, and let's see what the calendula represents. 3 of fire. Okay, so this card is about taking joy in prolific, passionate play. Oh, see, I love this so much, but I did get it reversed. So it's like, yeah, you're having trouble playing and being passionate and being like confident, like when you were, and now you got all this doubt. Like you just feel like, you know what I feel like? I feel like people are scrutinizing me or looking at me and judging me, and I don't like it. All right, calendula also wants us to delight in our own unique expression. This makes so much sense to me. Yeah, like I was kind of telling you, like sometimes I have these moments where I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should wear that old lady sweater. But like, listen, bitch, if you love that old lady sweater, then you should fucking wear it. If your young ass lover can't handle it, then he can't fucking handle you. Okay? Wear whatever you want, Delight in your unique expression. Calendula is also about creative inspiration. And Calendula is saying, listen, creative inspiration will last longer than one season. So if you're worried that you're going to dry up like an old prune, there's going to be so many old lady jokes today. I'm just going to beat the insecurity out of me. I don't have a choice at this point. Like, I just feel like it's almost teetering on self-destructiveness, like getting to that point where I don't care. I just want to like let it go. I really do. But let it go in a healthy way. So take joy in prolific, passionate play. This is the representing my transformation. I need to get more fun. You've heard me say this before. I need to have more fun. I need to have more passionate play. I need to have more delight in myself, in my own unique expression, and not worry that, like, okay, so someday I'm going to finish my creative projects. Is that going to be it for me? No. Creative inspiration will last because it always lasts. Once you get it, you got it. So you don't need to worry about the future. You will have more seasons of creative inspiration. They may look nothing like the one that you have now, but trust me, it will find you because it is you when you are delighting in your own unique expression. All right, so cool that it was reversed because I was pretty honest from the get-go. I'm struggling here, you guys. It's Tuesday. That's why we're pulling tarot cards. And it's like, this is where we're headed. So calendula is beautiful. It's very prolific. You can pluck the buds off. More will come. Oh God, the smell of fresh calendula. I love it so much. I don't know if I'll get to it this year. Just my whole life is still pretty much flipped up, turned upside down, but in a good way, but I just can't seem to find my old ways. Do you know? It's really weird for me. Like, I'm so thankful to come back to Ho. I want my throat to be okay because I need this. I need some old me to remind the new me who the fuck I is. Playful creativity is infectious. This goes hand in hand with our Herb of the Week, Bee Balm. When you start having fun, it's going to spread crazier than COVID. Yeah, I said it. We need to have more fun, playful, creative people. That's what we need to spread around. Absolutely. So calendula, it grows easily. It self-sows. Once you plant it, you should probably have it forever if you let it take over. Just let it do its thing. And yeah, it creates an abundance of medicine. So we're looking at this medicinal work zone. We have petals of calendula scattered everywhere. There's baskets brimming with these flowers. Some of them are yellow, some reddish, some orange, classic calendula. There's some mortars and pestles, which look really cool upside down. Like, it looks like they're like just hanging upside down from the bowls, and the flowers are kind of dangling, kind of like a calendula chandelier a little bit. Yeah, so you want to smash these crushed plants, and then you want to put them in oil. So there's a bottle of olive oil. This herb is so good for your skin. They've got some incense burning. It's a summer sunny day. Summer sun's shining in, casting a little shadow, but it's good. It really is so good. What else can we say? It does create an abundance of medicine, and the 3 of fire indicates that these are exciting times. So this is a very exciting transformation. I should be excited to blossom into this new aspect of myself. I just wanted to say to myself, yeah, get to the point where you're okay dating somebody that's 13 years younger than you, which is what he told me. But when I did our calculator years, it said 14. So much younger than you. Is that a problem? Please chime in. Please call in and let me know. I don't think it's a problem unless I keep on dwelling on it as a problem. And then we know from the law of attraction and creating our fucking reality that I could easily create it to be a problem if I keep on making it a problem in my head. So I really need to like be like, yo, is that how you want it to go? Because your thoughts are powerful, girl. They really are. So Calendula, 3 of Fire, also encourages us to explore new art forms, take decisive action, allow your ideas to wildly find their original expression, just like the many colors of Calendula. Now, Calendula enjoys a long and fruitful growing season, and that's what she wants us to do too. So remain enthusiastically committed to your goals. Ooh, I love that, because I really am like ready to throw out my goals and just follow this beautiful man anywhere. And I do have to like say, excuse me, Sadie, please remember that you have your own goals, which is important regardless of what type of relationships and friendships you're in. Like, you should always stay true to your own path too, you know, and then somehow incorporate paths, not like ditch your path for somebody else's path, even though, thank God, same life path number here, that makes a difference. And and step into leadership with confidence. So yeah, there's the reversal. I'm not doing a lot of these things. That's why this first card is the representative of my transformation. I'm trying to transform into a more unique, passionate expression of myself, more playful, and understanding that, yeah, the outerness of my life is changing, but my inner light can shine through. And even if my creative projects change, that's okay, because creative inspiration lasts longer than one season. So that is the transformation that I'm going through. Check out your card right now. Take a little break, go get a little snack, drink a little tea, and kind of think about what the card that you pulled means for you. If you're riding my card, hop on, honey, because we're going to have more fun. That's what I heard. And we're going to be more of who we are. And we're going to be more comfortable being who we is. Okay, so where were we? I feel like maybe an hour has passed. I decided to take a break to eat some sushi, and then I got a call. I missed a call from my sweetie, and so I called him back, and then he ended up stopping by so we could catch up on some hugs. And then I don't know. Then I called my mom, and then I got a sofa couch. It's pretty big news in my world. I got a sofa couch, and I pulled that out because I think I'm going to sleep on it tonight, because literally I've been in this room for like 30 seconds, and this smell of the off-gassing of this new rug is like, it's trying to kill me. I'm sure of it now. So I'm going to sleep downstairs for a while, I guess. I don't know. It's bad. This rug is bad. Stinky. So I'm going to open up all the windows and fans and whatever. Just, I don't know. Any advice for that too? So, okay, call me. You need to reassure me it's okay that the love of my life is considerably younger than me. And also tell me what you think about what can I do to make this rug off gas quicker? I don't know. Is that a thing? All right. So anyways, it's making me high. Haha. 420 jokes. I'm on Jessica Sink's page. Jessica_Sink. Because I wanted to find the spread again. She has 420 followers. Yeah, you know I want to follow her. No, actually I don't want to. I don't want to mess that number up for her. But anyways, Jessica Sinclair is actually her name. Her bio reads, patterns and synchronicities, tarot reader, lover of all things magical. Follow my art at Jessica Illustration. Okay, let's click that. Okay, cute, wholesome stuff. Aw, adorable. Okay, and then, yeah, she looks, of course, like she could be my sister. And really, I love it. Creating habits with intentions. That sounds like something that I do. She's got a picture of a dog. Aww. I really love it. Repeating numbers. This girl's literally up my alley. All right, so today we're doing a spread for transformation. I'm drinking decaf, old lady decaf, sweating in my hoodie that I snagged from my last potential lover that didn't work out. Well, hey, at least I got a hoodie out of the fucking deal. Is this a good idea to keep going with this? All right, we already got our card that's going to represent the transformation. Represents my transformation. It's Calendula, 3 of Fire. So I'm pretty excited about this transformation. I just looked up and saw 315 on my ticker clock. That's a great number. I feel like this transformation is going to be good for my heart, opening up to more of who I am, and having more joyful interludes with myself and others. Like, what could go wrong? All right, let's move on to number 2. This card, you're going to place it just to the left of your first card. And I have another window open, so you're going to hear the traffic go by. It's just unavoidable because you don't want me to pass out from the off-gassing. Number 2 says, what this looks like day to day. Ooh, hold on, I want to take another little drink here. Okay, so what does this transformation, what this looks like day to day? So Calendula said that I want to take joy in prolific, passionate play. So what does this look like day to day? Delight in your own unique expression. What this looks like day to day. And creative inspiration will last longer than one season. Yeah, I imagine this looks like a very enjoyable, confident human. I think this was what this must look like day to day, right? All right, let me move the decaf. Let me move the phone. Let me grab the deck. Let's pull a card for number 2. So yeah, think of your transformation, and then what does this look like day to day? Like, don't just see an image of yourself. See yourself in action. See yourself doing. Like, we get so caught up in just what our image is, like what we look like, but it's actually how are you living? What does this look like? Okay, great. You look the way you want to look. Great. Now what do you want to do? Now what do you want to do? Oh my God, it's coming out. It literally just came out of the deck. The cards were doing this weird bridgey accordion thing, and it just chucked itself out. Whoa. It's Ace of Earth. It's Nettle. Now what's hilarious to my listeners who have been hanging out with me for a couple years now, I have often said I am stinging nettle. One time I got interviewed and Sarah Marie Miller asked me what if I was an herb, which herb would I be? And I just spouted off stinging nettle, and she was so shocked. She was so shocked. She was very shocked. She was so shocked because she was like, oh my God, not Tulsi, not motherwort, not rose. I'm like, yeah, I wish I was those herbs. No, bitch, I'm stinging nettle. But the thing that I love about stinging nettle is, yes, it has boundaries, but it is the most nourishing plant I can think of. It gives you what you need, And yeah, let's see what Ace of Earth says in the book. So what does this look like every day? I'm going to go around stinging people. I mean, cool. They probably deserve it. All right, so Ace of Earth says, health and wealth may begin with a sting. Take the next step, even if it hurts. Let your gifts take root in the physical world. Okay, so I think I like the last one. Let your gifts take root in the physical world. let these things manifest, this self that you've been investing in. Let it anchor down and take root. Let your, Kalendra said, this artistic, unique expression, right? Really be who you are. Really do what you want to do. Take the next step, even if it hurts. That tells me this transformation may have its road bumps, and I said that from the beginning. Like, I'm constantly challenged these days, and challenging myself. Bitch, are you being authentic to who you are? That's so good. So, it does give me a heads up that it's maybe there's going to be some more of those. In my creative life, take the next step even if it hurts. That really resonates. It's very relatable because every project I've done, I've not been supported by others, or nobody's believed in me to this day. I really think that if I would really become successful in the eyes of others, say my YouTube channel would just blow the fuck up, or I'd start making mooka bucks by my projects. I feel my family would be like, oh my God, I can't believe she made it. We really did not believe in her. Do you ever have days where you just want to prove everyone wrong? It's you just keep going and hope to God someday something that you believe in works out so you can tell everybody to eat shit. No, I never do either. I would never ever have days like that. I know. We were just talking. Okay, so anyways, health and wealth may begin with a sting. So what this looks like day to day, the beginning of a new project can be challenging. Respond to practical developments with action. The outcome is closer than you think. Nettle stops us when it brushes against our skin and stings. So pay attention to what is calling. So what does this look like day to day? Develop your skills. Enjoy your creation. Enjoy your creations. That's what Calendula was saying. It's not just going to be one season. It's going to be season after season after season after lifetime after lifetime. It's you're an eternal being. So really start to enjoy being, because that is who you are. There's really no rush. Receive the gifts of the earth. Build on the path of your ancestors. Pay attention to what is calling. Interesting. So what does this look like day to day? We got to find stability. We got to find, enjoying what we do. Take action. Don't give up. That's what I'm feeling like. Prosperity and fulfilling work that takes root in the physical world. I think now is a really great time. It always has been, but now more than ever. Do what you enjoy doing. Pick something that you love to do, and then you do it. You get really good at it, or and you love doing it. It never tires you because you love it. For example, my sweetheart Brock James, he loves to cut hair. So being a barber for him is the perfect deal. So I helped him today in his shop, and just scheduling and answering phones and just sitting there and watching him do what he does. And he's amazing at it, and he's so stoked and pumped, because he loves what he does, and he's in demand, and he loves it. So that's a good example. Do what you enjoy doing, and theoretically, in action, you become prosperous doing what you enjoy because it's fulfilling. All right, so anyways, I think you got it. I guess that's about it. What does this look like day to day? Share your projects and plans with trusted friends. Commit to your next steps in writing. You could maybe dye some journal paper with nettle tea. Take charge of your well-being. Yeah, I mean, I like constantly get this reminder that I could be taking better care of myself, get stronger, you know, be able to keep going. So it's like, yeah, you did what you love to do and you got really good at it. Now you're in demand. Now you're prosperous. Now you want to be able to keep doing it. So take care of your vessel. Take care of your body so you can continue to do 25 freaking haircuts a day, you maniac. All right, I'm going to move on to the next card because it's 10:53 and I'm ready to sleep on the sofa couch. All right, so let's move on. I'm just going to keep on rolling. Let's move on to number 3. This card goes now to the right of your first card. So what's the question? What this could look like in the future. All right, so what does this look like day to day? That's nettle. Okay, it might not be the easiest thing, but it's so fucking nourishing to your life. You're going to keep doing it because you love it. That's what this transformation looks like for you. Good. Well, it's not always going to be stinging nettle. What this could look like in the future. So what if you don't give up? What if you keep going? What if you don't get scared of the bite and the sting? You know? Ooh. What could this look like in the future? It could look like Adelita of Air. It could look like oregano. I've pulled this card before. That's why I'm already losing it with laughter. So this is the Adelita of Air. This is oregano. And the question is what this could look like in the future. And the answer is from oregano and the Adelita of Air, speak from between your legs. Shout, sing, and scream. Declare your truth loudly and without fear. So this transformation that I'm going through, that, you know, I want to be more playful. I want to enjoy my life. I want to get over judgment of myself, of what I think others are judging me, right? Like I really feel like people are judging me so hard for being the older person in the relationship. You know, but if I could just get over this and keep transforming into this soulful, delightful, passionate lady I am becoming finally, really in my life, I'm just finally becoming a lady. Like truly, I'm like such a late bloomer. It's like, it's so fun for me to hear that what could this look like in the future? A really amazing sexual relationship. That's what oregano is all about. Yeah, the Adelita of Air is a champion for truth. She vows to remove the shame around women's bodies, beginning by loving her own. So, yeah, like, you are not a body. You are free. You are as God created you. It didn't rhyme at all because I switched it around. But it's like, it's a Course in Miracles quote. I am not a body. I am free. I am as God created me. And God created me as light and love. This body is temporary. It's not who I truly am. So once you can get that in your mind, it really does help remove yourself from the body and any body shame or any body insecurities or any body attachment. It's like, yeah, that's not who you truly are. It truly isn't. So, but this is really, this card definitely is sexually oriented. There's a a vaginal steaming bench in the picture, to have a steam bath. So yeah, there's all these beautiful, vibrant, what's up, B-Bomb? Vibrant and strong plants to use in this ritual. Now in this bowl, there's roses, calendula again, and oregano. So there's a steaming chair. It's outside in a beautiful garden near a healthy oregano plant. There's some soft blankets folded nearby. Yeah, she's going to steam her kuchachi. Okay? And she knows that she strengthens the seat of her voice with vaginal steams. So there's a connection here that you may or may not believe, but she knows oregano is more than just a kitchen herb. It's also an ally for women, easing menstrual pain, easing menopausal symptoms, bringing on the menses, increasing warmth and circulation to the pelvic region. So this Adelita of air, the Adelitas in this deck, they all are, maybe herbs that are controversial in some way. So I don't really know what's controversial about oregano, but maybe steaming your vag is kind of controversial, because I totally made fun of it before I understood it. Like 100%. Like I could just not buy into it. But now, the older and wiser that I get, I'm all yeah, I think this is probably a good idea. So she understands, the Adelita understands what ancient women knew about the connection between the vagina and the throat. I'm just laughing because my throat is off because of the rug or whatever, but hey, I'm getting the oregano card, so that was like a trike. I just was gonna let it drive by. All right, here's what we want to walk away with. When one is constricted, so is the other. See, I didn't have enough sex this weekend. All right, so she sings during birth and screams during sex. She allows throat and vagina to open in order to express herself fully. She is blunt and clear. As Clarissa Pinkola Estes, the author of Women Who Run with the Wolves, states, she speaks from between her legs. Oh, wow. Am I getting rewarded or what? I just could have not picked a better freaking card for what this could look like in the future. Yeehaw, little doggy. All right, moving on. Hey, but first, before we move on for oregano, just from the Herb Crafters Tarot, it says, when you cook with oregano, don't forget to sing. So that's good advice. Also, more good advice, practice activities such as harvesting herbs in a squat position to open your pelvis. So squat down when you can. I like sitting on an exercise ball too. I think that's good. Hip opening, pelvis opening. But yeah, squatting down. And yeah, use vaginal steams to improve circulation and energy flow in the pelvis and womb. And yeah, I know this is like Sadie TMI Cherico, but now that I do have a steady sexual partner, my puss is so happy. I just want you to know that. Thanks for tuning in to Ho. What did you expect this podcast was about? Herbs? It is. As I told my bestie neighbor friend, Sarah, in a text the other day, I sent her a link to the podcast, told her I was getting back to it, And she's new to my world, so she was like, oh my God, what's that about? And I was like, she's like, that about herbs? And I was like, yeah, about 25% herbs, like 25% spirituality, and about 50% therapy for me, So I get to talk about whatever I want to talk about because it's my podcast, you guys. All right, question 4. This one is down on the second row in between the second and first one. So we're just going to do 2 on the bottom, and then we're going to pull an extra card because Jessica Sink told us to. And I just got a new deck in the mail today called Gypsy Witch Fortune Telling Playing Cards. And so we'll pull one of those bitches. All right, number 4. You ready? Shuffle it up. What I need to work through. Oh, not this one. All right. I need lip balm to get through this one. All right, shuffle it up. Pull your 4th card, and this is going to indicate what we need to work through. Although it was like, well, give me something more. I was going to say calendula kind of clued me in a little bit what I need to work through, and it did. It really did. But like, now we're going to ask our decks, like, okay, what else could I work through? Go ahead, give it a little patty pat on the back. What I need to work through. What I need to work through. And yes, you can be honest. What I need to work through. Ooh, what was that? I felt something there. So that tells me there might be more than one thing that I need to work through. All right, there's a card. And it's freaking sideways. So I know one edge is up more than the other, so that's the way I'm gonna do it. Like it's like almost sideways. So I'm gonna, and it's reversed. I was like, I'm gonna honor it like that. Oh my God, it's a freaking Emperor, Hemlock. Okay, this deck now officially, for sure, has a sense of freaking humor. So, Hemlock is all about boundaries. So, this is a reoccurring theme for me all the freaking time. That's why it's so funny. Like, how many times have I pulled this Hemlock card? It's the one with the square mandala with like the 8-pointed star made of hemlock cones, and there's like little houses made of twigs and branches and shit. And there's yellow rose petals. And yeah. So, and then it forms a tip at the hemlock cones and tips form an expansive rectangular framework around the piece. So this is all about a strong foundation and a safe environment, build a solid future. So what I need to work through, strong boundaries. Does that mean that I have too strong of boundaries? Do I need to make stronger boundaries? Or does need to work through boundaries in general? I get that, because like sometimes I have an excessive amount of boundaries and I won't let anybody in, and then like for example, like then I could just like jump manically to like codependency. Do you know? And not have any boundaries. Look, I have like no boundaries with my podcast, right? But I don't talk to people in real life like this. It's weird. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird of me. I'm just gonna say, as I'm sitting in front of my window at night, I think I might like nighttime because it's like I can see myself reflecting back at me. So I'm literally sitting in front of myself telling me I'm weird, and that's cracking me up. A sturdy structure supports abundant growth. Own your own authority. All right, there we go. There we have it. What I need to work through. You know, this whole authority issue, this whole like letting people dictate my life on a lot of different levels. Even let's go back around though to calendula. We want to have this artistic expression of self, this unique, I am who I am. Nettle and oregano, blunt and to the point. Like, I am who I am. Take it or fucking leave it. Love me or don't. You hear me? Own your own authority. Be who you are. Make decisive decisions. Take action. These are what these cards are saying. This is a spread for transformation. But it's you being very involved in your transformation. You being in the driver's seat and on the vaginal steam seat. Oh my gosh. A strong foundation. All right, so here's a second message of the day, but like the 150th of the year. Step into leadership with confidence. Ooh, what I need to work through. And this is true because I kind of don't know my place in the world right now in a lot of ways. And I can sense that within me. And so I like the fact that Hemlock and the Emperor are reminding me to get that sturdy structure, get that solid boundaries, get that, even nettle and calendula, all these root in this energy, be grounded, be who you are, be solid in that. What else can we say? What else do I need to work through? A strong foundation and a safe environment build a solid future. Okay, so right now I am working through a period of my life where I really don't know my future. A lot of things are up in the air, you know, and it's like I can't wait for external things to get solid. I got to be solid within myself. Even the Arcturians today was like, yeah, humans, this is not how they talk, but they're basically like, yeah, humans, like, you fucking want to hang out with ETs, but first of all, what makes you interesting to ETs is you going inside of yourself, discovering who you really are. And then also, once you do all this inner exploration, you realize that you are source and you have access to everything inside of you. And that makes inside of you the most interesting thing ever. And so it was really like this good message to invest within. We really do need to close our eyes and meditate more and have these experiences. And it was kind of funny. It's like, yeah, humans, you want these like, you know, extraterrestrial interactions. Well, guess what? You have extraterrestrial DNA. So go inside of you and remember your previous or parallel or past, or I don't even know how time works anymore. Remember these other experiences you've had and incarnations. And it was kind of like quite the invitation to go within. Like, just wait until you discover what you have access to. You're going to flip your freaking lid. What even got me talking about that? All right. So anyways, step into leadership with confidence. That maybe I need to work through some insecurities. You know, I've kind of lost a little bit of my mojo. And then it's like, I just found like this fantastic interaction with this beautiful man, who, yeah, is seriously perfect for me. I can't even find anything wrong with him. It's just crazy. But it's like, it's kind of made me question myself, or if I'm good enough, or if I'm too old. That's what it comes down to. I'm just like, I keep doing the math, and I'm like, oh my God, like, are you sure? Are you sure, baby man? Are you sure you want me? But Oregano, the Adelita of air, is like, yeah, he's a lucky young buck. Seriously, come on, girl, you're in your fucking prime. Like, you deserve him. He is gonna enjoy you. I found this really cool thing, photo, words on the internet, and I saved it to my phone because I want to keep rereading it. It says, it's an unknown quote, but at Create the Love posted it somewhere. And it's this quote that says, I don't want to look back in 5 years' time and think we could have been magnificent, but I was afraid. In 5 years, I want to tell of how fear tried to cheat me out of the best thing in my life, and I didn't let it. So it almost chokes me up when I read that, because that's exactly where I'm at. Fear is trying to just destroy me in a way, like tell me that like I'm not allowed to have this thing that I want, this relationship that I want, and it's like me versus fear, I guess. And yeah, don't you want to not short yourself of maybe one of the best experiences you've ever had? Yeah. You don't want to look back and think, oh my God, we could have been so great. We could have been magnificent. Fuck that shit. You want to look back and be like, yeah, I almost didn't have the balls to go for it, but I fucking did. And it was the best thing in my life. And fear, it tried to cheat me, but I didn't let it. Yeah. Fuck that son of a bitch. Am I swearing more because I'm tired? I think so. All right. Anything else Hemlock wants to say? No, I think I get what I got to work through. Also, what I need to establish more of, this sturdy structure, so I can, there's abundant growth coming to me, right? Abundance wants to come to me, abundance of love, abundance of fulfilling work, abundance of screaming through my legs, apparently. It's like, do you have the type of framework that will support you? Can you trust your boundaries? Now, Hemlock, get this, is ideal for framing houses because it is a soft wood that toughens with age. So yes, my naysayers, some things do get better with age. Like me. All right, step into leadership with confidence. I think that's it. But yeah, embody the power of the hemlock. What I need to work through. Stand tall with your crown, reaching to the sun, and your roots firmly in the earth. That to me says you need to be queen, you need to be king. Like, it's time, you guys. It's really time. Embody the power. Get where you want to be. Mold yourself where you want to be, right? Get this sturdy thing going on, because as you continue on through this transformation, you're going to strengthen. You're going to get so solid in who you truly are. So it's okay that you've got your boundaries, you know. You got to maybe work through the ones that you put up unnecessarily, but get working through these insecurities so that you can be solid and build this beautiful, abundant growth, that you can own your own authority. You can step into leadership with confidence, so that your sacred work can grow. All right, whew. Upstairs, downstairs, upstairs. I have like 18 steps, I think. I have a really long stairway to heaven thing going on in this new house. That's okay. It's keeping me up there where I need to be in my almost cardio lifestyle. We're at the last card. This room definitely stinks. After leaving it and coming back in, it like punched me in the face with the chemical smell. I'm definitely sleeping downstairs. All right, but I gotta get moving because it's 11:24 and I want to get this published before midnight, so it's technically a Tuesday because for whatever reason, that's important to me that we do tarot on Tuesday. All right. Last one. You ready? Have you been doing this or just listening in? Either way, it's okay. All right. Last card, number 5. Missing piece of the puzzle that I am not aware of. Okay, because yeah, I'm a know-it-all, and I think I know it all. Because I kind of do. But let's just see what the cards have to say. There's always usually one card in each spread that I'm like, whatever, dude. Like, I don't even expect anything cool from you. So we'll just pull a card and go with it. All right. Missing piece of the puzzle that I am not aware of. And then for shits and giggles after that, we'll pull a Gypsy Witch for our extra card. For a nudge of extra wisdom. Okay. Missing piece of the puzzle that I am not aware of. A missing piece of the puzzle that I am not aware of. See, I like to question myself, like, too. Like, oh my God, like, what am I not aware of? What could I possibly... Oh, that one came off the bottom. Very bendy. Very, like, there was no denying. I almost, like, bent the card in half. It snagged so hard on my hand. What is the missing piece that I am not aware of? It's the Iha of Fire, California Poppy. So one of the most childish cards, playful, which I think personally takes us completely, definitely back to calendula. Like, this California Poppy is like a cousin, color cousin of calendula, absolutely, with those orange petals. But this is a missing piece of the puzzle that I am not aware of. I just thought of something negative, actually, that just came in my mind. You know, like, the one thing that, like, I said, like, there is nothing about Brock that I would change or anything, but there is one piece of the puzzle that I think could be a problem. And yeah, like, because he is younger than me, like, maybe he does want to have his own kids, and I certainly will not be giving those to him. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the only thing in my mind that I think, like, you know, yeah, like, he would like to have children. I think so. Yeah, he would. And so, hey, we'll see. But let's see what the Iha of Fire says. But he probably also would like to take vacations too. So but that's nothing against him, you know? Like, I think it's important, like, if you're smart about things whenever you first start hanging out with somebody, like, you should talk about big things like that. Like, what do you actually want in life? And is that, like, a big deal to you? Because if it is, like, you know, just saying, that's never going to happen, you know? Or like, if two people have, like, different ideas of, I don't know, like, I'm thinking, like, of what retirement looks like, or what, like, even, like, something smaller than that, like, what does a summer vacation look like? What does the weekends look like? What do life goals look like? Like, what is, like, I don't know, like, really talk things out. I think it's a good idea. All right, so missing piece of the puzzle that I am not aware of. California Poppy says, create with the enthusiasm of a beginner, boisterous play, then sweet sleep. Light up the landscape with golden joy. So this is the missing piece of the puzzle that I am not aware of? Really? Like, I'm not aware, like, this is, maybe I'm not aware of how important this is. I mean, I'll give it that maybe, but I am kind of aware of how important it is. I am important. I am aware of how important it is to sprinkle joy wherever you go. Ooh. But are you aware of, like, you know, when you're not doing that, it's like how, yeah, like, a couple times this month, I have fallen into, like, these self-destructive moments where I felt like the joy was absent, where I felt like I didn't have access to love. I don't know. I've had a couple of strange moments, and it's like, whoa, do you realize how important it is to keep the love going and the joy going and the fun going and the creative juices flowing? And it's like, I just feel like without it, I just shrivel up like an old lady and die. That's what it feels like. Yeah. It's like maybe before we could tolerate a little bit of ugh, but now it's like, please, I really, really just want to have fun. I really do just want my inner child to start running the show. Please, girl. It's good. Everything's gonna go so great if you can just let your inner child take the wheel. I know, seems like a bad idea, but creating with the enthusiasm of a beginner, like this is the first time I've done this. Like this is so fun. I'm gonna let myself just love it. You know, play hard and then sleep good. Boisterous play, then sweet sleep. And that is the one thing, now I'm not going to stop talking about Brock James now that I've said his name. And you know how much I love the name James. Oh my God. Seriously. I never, ever, 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 ever would have ever considered taking a man's name. But shit, I didn't realize his last name was going to be James. Like... anyone who knows me knows I love the name James. But anyways, what I do want to say about him, and then I'll move on, is I sleep so good with him. Like, I love to sleep with him. Not just like, you know, oregano sleep with him. I mean, like, just I rest so well when he's near me. And his dog. I've been letting the dog sleep in my bed too. I know, I've completely lost my mind. All right, but we're looking for a missing piece of the puzzle that I am not aware of. The Iha of Fire jumps at the chance to be creative. She cannot wait to begin a new project. She approaches everything with the playfulness of a child. Knowing the strong elixir of California poppy creates magic, she takes small but confident steps towards independence. Ooh, and that is what I am doing. Absolutely. Just as California poppy flowers light up dry, wild desert meadows with their brilliant color, she stays open to the light, sways with the wind, and radiates delight. So yeah. The missing piece of the puzzle with this transformation is sprinkling joy wherever we go. It really is. Like, get excited about projects. Get excited to get up in the morning. Get excited. Really jump at the chance to do something new, to work on the things that you love. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, this has been like really fantastic. Like, I don't know if I want to pull a Gypsy Witch because I feel like could put a little wrench in the wheel, so to say. Because I told you this like deck. I mean, I just got it literally, and yeah, it seems pretty. You know, that Gypsy Witch tarot reading with cardamom seed, playing cards. Like some of it's just terrible news. But we're going to pull one just for fun, for a little nudge of extra wisdom, okay? Because that's extra wisdom is good. And then that'll wrap up our transformation spread on Tarot Tuesday. All right, I got one jumping up, so we'll just go with that. It is the King of Spades, number 47. And it says, the bride, that's funny because I'm in love. God, please let it be good news. If not, let it kill me quick. The bride ensures for a single person the fulfillment of their highest aims when near. If distant, turbulent married life. Okay, wait, what's going on here? Okay, it's the King of Spades, and the little message, let me just see, I just was grabbing this paper that came with the deck. It just gives you a really long layout to read these cards. The bride ensures for a single person the fulfillment of their highest aims when near, if distant, turbulent married life. So yeah, like this to me says, you know, if you want a good relationship, yeah, be close. Absolutely. Like, be honest, be open, tell each other how you're feeling, what you're thinking about, what you're passionate about. Share your creative projects with others. One of our herbs reminded us to do that, right? Because what happens when you're distant? Turbulence, unsatisfying interactions, doubt, insecurities. Oh, not goodness, okay? So think about what you want. Invest in what you enjoy and love. Invest in yourself. Get yourself where you want to be so you can go hemlock, right? Because you're going to get stronger and more solid. So get in that fun type of California poppy calendula mindset, right? Be lighthearted, invite the light, sprinkle joy wherever you go, get confident. How many messages did we get today that said step into leadership, step into confidence, take action, right? Nettle, oregano, like you can be having more confident fun. You know, you can say what you mean and mean what you say and get what you want and need while still being nourishing, while still, like even hemlock with its vitamin C is very nourishing. Nettle's very nourishing. Oregano is very clearing, strengthening, keeping yourself healthy. Calendula is very healing. And, you know, I think California poppy is also emotionally healing. But anyways, and then like, you know, it's like play hard and then rest hard too. Ooh, I just love it. But yeah, kind of fun that it ended up with some relationship advice, because even though this was a spread for transformation, I totally brought in my current relationship that I really am enjoying so much. But yeah, I could enjoy so much more if I allow myself to be this very strong, confident, and powerful oregano, nettle, calendula, California poppy, hemlock lady that I be. Good Lord, I thought I'd never shut up. All right, well, thanks so much for hanging out with me on Tarot Tuesday Tarot. Thanks for doing the transformation spread with me. Thank you so much to Jessica_Sink for setting it up with such a great description. I think you did awesome, lady. Thank you. Thank you to oregano, calendula, nettle, hemlock, and California poppy, and the King of Spades for just giving me some good old advice for how to get through this transformation, to navigate and really start to enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, enjoy the becoming, enjoy the remembering, enjoy the being.